First few plants here of peppers are pepperoncinis, and I've already got some pepperoncini peppers growing on a few of the plants. There's another one there. Got another one hiding behind the stem there. Got 2 or 3 there. Got a pretty good sized one there, and it's probably about ready to pick. There's a volunteer potato plant, I think. That should be a jalapeno that I started in the house, and there's another one that just about died out on me. These next 3 are jalapeno plants that I bought from the store because I didn't think mine were going to make it. And you can see here they already got, this one's got 4 fairly decent sized jalapenos on it, and quite a few other little ones. And that one right there, just about ready to pull to eat. And you can see some of the other small ones. There's the next plant, and it's got a couple down on the bottom. It looks like it's loaded pretty good with little peppers. That one's loaded pretty good. And these 3 pepper plants here, that one right there is an early bell. It goes with the other 2 over at the end of the fence, and these 2 pepper plants right here I think are jalapenos from my seed. And this right here is a hot red cayenne. And you can see it's starting to bloom, so it won't be long. We'll have some little peppers, and there's another little bloom. I put these what people call tomato cages that you buy at Lowe's around my peppers, because last year when the pepper plants got big and loaded, they fell over on me. So I spread the legs out, try to stabilize the water, give them a little extra support. Okay, and the next 3 plants is the gypsies that I bought. They're supposed to be multicolor, so we're going to see how they do. And then these last ones are just green peppers. And then my spinach, done bolted on me. I don't think I'm going to get anything out of it, so I'll probably just till it in. There's the garlic that I took a couple cloves from Walmart and broke them up and planted them out here in the ground. And we're just going to let them grow and see what happens. Experiment. There's a little tiny tomato plant here. I had the plants probably for about 2 or 3 weeks out on the back porch just to get around to planting them. And I thought about lost them twice, and it looks like it's pulling through. Now this next plant and the one to it is ones I started in the house from seed. They're a Golden Jubilee. There's another one of the yellow plants that I let set out on the back porch for a couple of weeks. Then we come to the Better Boy plants, and as you can see, and I'll move the leaves around a little bit, I have got green tomatoes. There's 4 of them right there that would make a nice fried green tomato for supper. I'm about half tempted. And there's a couple more pretty good sized ones right there. These plants right through here, they're all the Better Boys. They're what's going to be my slicing tomato. And then I got 2 more of those yellow plants where I lost a couple Rutlers. And there's about what all them plants look like when I stuck them out. I'll get down here kind of close. You can see that one's just about, it's hanging, but we'll just give it time and see what happens. And this is a Rutler's tomato. And as you can see, I'll get my fingers out of the way here. It's got some green tomatoes on it. And so far the ones that I've looked on the bottom side, I've not seen too much blossom end right so far. They all look pretty good. This year I'd sprinkled the holes with bone meal before I planted them. And then when I cultivated them the first time, I got me some 1,000 milligram tum capsules, tablets, and poked them in the ground. So hopefully that gave them enough calcium. This right here is the yellow squash. Some of it's getting ready to bloom. Some of them have already started blooming. It just depends on where the plants over here, which is in the shade, and these over here, which gets more sun during the day. And as you can see, I got a twin. Let me see if I can get this leaf out of the camera's way. Yeah, we're getting in there. You can see where there's a small one, and then there's one above it, and they're kind of growed together there on that bloom. And then in a day or so, I should be able to come out here and pick me some yellow squash and some zucchini squash down here at the other end of the row. Because like I said, I was out here this morning kind of looking around. And a couple of plants out here. There it is. And I've got some little zucchini starting on them. And that one looks to be almost 3 inches long. So I imagine by sometime tomorrow, might be able to get 1 or 2 small zucchinis and some yellow squash maybe for supper. And this right here is a spaghetti squash. And I'm assuming, I've never grazed it before, but I'm assuming that these are going to be maybe blossoms. Seeing how they're coming out of the vines, not sure. It might be new vines. You just have to wait and see. My first year for spaghetti squash. And I mulched in around the squash this year because, as you know, when they start vining, you can't get in and hardly weed it. And because I didn't give it enough room, I think it's going to be right into the other row of squash. So this is going to get interesting this year. I got some butternut squash here. And it looks like it's starting to form flowers. So it won't be long, it'll be producing fruit. And I'm going to kind of wiggle and wobble here a little bit because I got to kind of step over these vines a little bit to get by. And so once I get by, I'll turn around and show you the row. As you can see, the vines have already encroached in on my zucchini and yellow squash, so it'll probably get overran. Down here on the end is the buttercup squash, and it also looks like it's starting to getting ready to bloom. Maybe I'll find out in a day or two. Then I bought me 8 Roma tomatoes and planted them. I'm going to have to get some little cages and put around them. They're supposed to be a small bushy. And then I got my cold, here I get my tongue out of my mouth, my corn hoed here the other day. Got all the grass and stuff out of it. It's supposed to be how sweet it is, sweet corn. And I got 4 30-foot rows. And as long as I don't get no coons, should be all right. And down there at the bottom is my strawberries. And just like up there in the potatoes, I put straw around them, trying to mulch them in. And it's going to create more work than it's worth because I'm going to have to get in here, get some of this grass out so I can see what's what. There's one that's done throwed out a runner. Now I guess if any of them did produce any fruit, the birds have done took them because I didn't get them covered in time. I'll have to get in here and figure out how to pull that grass without losing that vine. There's that corn patch again. It's looking good. It's just about waist high. Not bad considering I planted it the 16th of May. Of course, you can see over there towards the end as it slopes down, it gets less sun during the day. So that's why it's kind of sloping down. I finally got my grapevines back here by the trellis and incorporated some composted manure in the soil, planted them, and then I put some leaf mulch surrounding, and then I just took some leaves that I mulched up and throw it in here so I won't have to come in here and get all the weeds out. And considering I had them 2 vines healed up in the garden up there for well over a month, they ain't looking too bad. I got some discoloration, but I would expect that from transplant shock. Well, that's the tour of the garden for now. Hope you enjoyed. This is my garden on June 19th. Y'all take care now. Bye.